Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. Let's get started. The question of the day today is, who's the bigger star, Kelly Rowland or J-Lo? Really think about it and let me know in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, as you know, Kelly Rowland is currently doing her media rounds to promote her starring role in her and Tyler Perry's steamy new thriller, Mea Culpa. Not only is Kelly the leading lady, but she also co-produced the film. In the movie, Kelly plays a criminal defense attorney who takes on a case of a seductive artist played by Trevante Rhodes, who is accused of murdering his girlfriend. In a recent interview with Tigger, Kelly discussed working with Tyler and Trevante and also explained how she got involved in the film.
I mean, I'm very excited about this film. Of course, it's Tyler Perry's Mea Culpa, and I actually saw Tyler at a gala, and he comes to me and he says, you're Mea. And I didn't know who Mea was. And basically I read the script and I told him I would love to do it. It's basically a defense attorney. She takes on a new client, and her client is quite the tempting one. He's up for murder, and he's also an artiste. And they find themselves in very interesting situations. The energy really builds, and you have to watch the rest of the movie to see what happens. But it's a lot of twists and turns in this movie.
Now, in addition to sitting down and talking to Tigger, Kelly was also scheduled to co-host the Today Show with Hoda. However, things didn't go quite as planned, because according to reports, when Kelly arrived on the set of the Today Show, she was so displeased with her dressing room that she walked out on the show. Sources close to the situation say that after complaining about the size and the conditions of the dressing room that the producers put her in, she requested to be moved to a bigger and better dressing room upstairs. However, she was notified that no accommodations could be made because J-Lo was currently using that dressing room. They were like, you can't have it because Jenny from the block is up there. Now, after news spread that Kelly Rowland just upped and bounced with very little warning, leaving Hoda in a lurch, Bethany Frankel jumped online and basically said that Kelly Rowland walking out on the Today Show was highly unacceptable, and she should have just sat there, bided her time, ate a croissant, and did what she was supposed to do. Bethany Frankel also said that the problem is that Kelly Rowland had diva expectations.
Kelly Rowland walked off the set of the Today Show because the dressing room wasn't up to par. She was co-hosting with Hoda, and it wasn't it. I've co-hosted with Hoda, and I've arrived there, and the makeup area that you touch up in is like grab a croissant and some plastic and pray for the best, and it's just not what that's about. And it's an honor to be there and to sit down with Hoda, and that was not the moment for diva expectations. It's the area where you touch up your makeup with the drop cloth if the dressing rooms are too crowded. Then there is the area where Hoda and Jenna get their makeup done, and it's a room with a bunch of people coming in and out of it. And finally, you get your own small dressing room where hair, makeup, wardrobe, and all your hopes and dreams need to fit on this very special occasion.
Alright, so after Bethany Frankel jumped online and added her 2 cents to a situation that did not ask for her 2 cents, many people pointed out that Kelly walking out on the Today Show is very out of character for Kelly Rowland. And Charlamagne the God also jumped to Kelly Rowland's defense and made Bethany Frankel the donkey of the day.
Well, of course, a lot of people had opinions about this situation, and Bethany Frankel was one of them. There is a Page 6 headline that says, Bethany Frankel slams Kelly Rowland for diva expectations over Today Show dressing rooms. Bethany, stop. Cut it out. Bethany, I would not expect that take from you, because you are the same person who had your lawyer send Bravo a litigation hold letter that alleged the company engaged in grotesque and depraved mistreatment of its on-air talent. Bethany also accused Bravo's parent company of plying talent with alcohol while depriving them of food and sleep, as well as denying mental health treatment. The moral of the story is Bethany doesn't like to see people mistreating talent. Bethany doesn't like to see people taking advantage of talent. So Bethany, if a talent like Kelly Rowland felt like they was being mistreated and decided, she was being mistreated to the point she should walk away, who are you to tell her she's acting like a diva?
Okay, so after Charlamagne the God took up for Kelly, Harvey Levin over there at TMZ said that both of them are wrong because Kelly Rowland is no J-Lo, and who is she to expect better accommodations?
J-Lo is objectively a bigger star, a much bigger star.
Well, anyways, after Dressing Room Gate went down, the next day Kelly Rowland showed up on the Sherri Shepherd show, and she seemed to be in very good spirits. Check this out.
Okay. I know that this is your show, but can we take just, I have to tell you, thank you for being light, positive energy in this space, this time. We needed you, and I thank you so much for your life.
Queen, thank you so much for that.
I gotta tell you, maybe Kelly Rowland was feeling good at the Sherri Shepherd show because Sherri really rolled out the red carpet and treated Kelly right backstage. Check this out.
Kelly's here?
Kelly's here.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
I was like, what? Kelly is here? What? Okay, I gotta go get dressed. Look at you. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad
We're gonna have to damn. They gotta go get some more clothes. This is how we doing it now. You look amazing.
You so
all right, girl, I got 12 minutes. I gotta put on these girdles and get us a nice.
Alright, so let's rewind a little bit. After Kelly walked off the set of the Today Show, some people began to speculate that there had to be more to the story because they believe that Kelly wouldn't have walked off the set because her room was too small, especially since Kelly did an interview with Savannah Guthrie earlier in the morning, and this isn't the first time that Kelly's been to the Today Show. So people were like, Kelly, you knew what those darn dressing rooms looked like before you got there. Something smells fishy. As a result of this speculation, rumors began circulating that Kelly was really salty because she didn't appreciate Savannah asking her about Beyoncé during her interview. In fact, one insider said Kelly was upset about Savannah's aggressive questioning about Beyoncé. She and her team were not happy and felt disrespected. Source, really quick, can we see that clip so we can see if Savannah Guthrie was aggressively questioning Kelly Rowland about Beyoncé?
Little teaser. What do you think about your friend Beyonce? She's like your sister. You guys literally grew up together. She's stepping into country.
So proud of her.
I know, but were you surprised? And what do you think about it?
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
So happy for her.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yes.
I really don't think that Savannah Guthrie's questions about Beyoncé were that aggressive. And to be quite honest with you, I really don't think that Kelly Rowland walked off of the Today Show because they asked her any questions about Beyoncé. Because Kelly Rowland is the type that if she doesn't feel like answering questions about Beyoncé, she's just gonna tell you, don't ask me no more questions about Beyoncé. Let's get back to me. Check this out.
Talking about new music, you know, all the talk this week has been about Beyonce's new album. Have you heard it yet? Have you had an opportunity to give some thoughts on the whole thing?
I sure have. It's great. It's absolutely great.
Really different though, right?
Yes, really different.
Is
But
that
getting back to what I'm here to talk about, Claritin, I'm very excited to be teaming up with Claritin.
Your sister dropped a whole new couple of songs, and it's my understanding that Renaissance 2 may or may not be country based. And then there's a rumor going around that Renaissance 3 may be either rock based or a DC reunion.
That is her business to talk about.
Damn it, woman.
And I know that you all are tired of answering those questions, but fans like me for the DC and Destiny's Child reunion, and when y'all took that picture, it got me like really excited in my feelings. I'm like, okay, is this really going to happen? But we still gotta ask every time we see either you. We never see Brittany. Come on.
No, but just ask them. I'm here talking about Mia Copa on February 23rd, and that's what I'm most excited about right now. I think that's that, and then and I'm.
Your Matrix game is nice. The Matrix game is nice.
Now, while I'm quite sure that it irritates Kelly Rowland to no end that whenever she does these interviews, they always have to ask her about Beyoncé, I do not think that that was the cause of her walking off the show. It might have been part of the cause, but I don't think that it was the entire cause. Because you gotta remember that Kelly Rowland is a consummate professional who's been in this business for years, and she's been dealing with like this Beyoncé nonsense since she was a kid. Source, can we please see them when they were kids?
Go back to
Just go back to it one more time before we get some more footage. Just get the strongest harmony parts. I just need a few more minutes of footage, that's all.
the children of the world reach out to you. When all the boys and girls can laugh and play, come and chase the clouds away.
They were cute, but you could tell back then what the dynamic of the group was going to be. Anyhow, further lending credence to the fact that there really was an issue with the dressing room, Hoda and Savannah addressed Kelly's walkout. And Hoda says that she loves working with Kelly and she looks forward to working with her again. And she also says that she's been texting back and forth with Kelly in order to smooth things over. Hoda and Savannah also acknowledged that the dressing rooms over at the Today Show are pretty small, old, dilapidated, and funky. And they say that now that Kelly Rowland has brought it to their attention, those dressing rooms actually do need a makeover.
I have great love and admiration for Kelly Rowland. I adore her, and I want her to come back on our show, and I want her to host again. Of course she is. Of course she is. She can share my dressing room. We'll be in it together. But anyway, we do. I just want to say that we love her. We've loved her on this show for many, many, many years.
Remember the first time she was a guest, and we both said, "Can she please host with us?"
Please.
We adore her.
Look, we can confess our dressing rooms are not the greatest.
I mean, you should come in mine.
Jenna's is a closet.
But it is.
It is. And none of them are that great. But here's the thing. We're a work in progress. But it's kind of the charm of the Today Show. If you've ever been backstage to Broadway and gone to one of those dressing rooms, you're like, these people stay in these tiny rooms for months and months. That's kind of what the Today Show is. It's like you walk around and it's such a beautiful place, but there's the tiny little spaces
in the belly
of
New York City.
Rockefeller Center is tiny. There's no room there.
So we need to get a decorator in there. We need to have Jenna get her hand.
We're sprucing.
Listen, maybe the reality is that Kelly Rowland walked up in that dressing room and the dressing room gave her the ick because people's comfort levels are different. For example, you could walk into a place and feel totally comfortable, whereas I walk into that same place and I'm like, ooh, no, never. Get me the heck out of here. And for all you know, in an old building in Manhattan, Kelly Rowland could have walked in there and saw like a little mouse eating like a slice of pizza. You never know. Meanwhile, they got J-Lo upstairs sitting pretty in the presidential suite. Kelly was like, I ain't doing this. And I don't blame her, because why should she stay in a place that makes her uncomfortable? I mean, coffee stains on the dresser, chewed up gum under the dresser, old-timey stained cracked wallpaper, dust bunnies floating through the air, mildew smell wafting from the radiator. And I know, you're like, so stop it, I'm trying to eat. You're making me uncomfortable. Yeah? Well, imagine how she felt, knowing darn well that the people at the Today Show would never subject Beyoncé to that low-budget treatment. Now, on the real, I don't know whether or not the dressing room was that bad. However, if she didn't feel comfortable, she didn't feel comfortable. And that doesn't mean that Kelly Rowland was up in the Today Show with diva expectations the way that Bethany Frankel made it seem. Aside from that, Kelly Rowland has always been open about the fact that she has to go and get blood transfusions because she has very low iron.
I get iron transfusions because my iron is low.
And I don't know if you know somebody who has anemia, but iron oxygenates the blood. And if you're not getting enough oxygen to your blood, you're not getting enough oxygen in your system. You can't be in no cramped, dingy space that's mad dusty. That mess will mess up your system. And on top of the fact that there could have been mad legitimate reasons for her not to be able to stay in that dressing room, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I know that she walked out because she didn't like the questions that Savannah Guthrie was asking her about Beyoncé. Because I'm not going to demean Kelly Rowland and make it seem like every decision that she makes in life is based on Bey. I mean, please, can she live for a minute? Now, to keep it real, in the past, Kelly Rowland has expressed that she has found it at times difficult to cope with living in Beyoncé's shadow. But she says that now that she's older, she realizes that everybody has their own light that they bring to the table. Check this out.
It's just we've seen B. Especially at that time when I saw you guys together, we had seen B do this so much. But I'm as her friend and sister, and then you get on the stage together. I'm sure some of that that's what the chemistry and the energy and also having somebody that's that close to you that's that good.
Yes. I mean, that's how we grew
naturally, but also work ethic, driven and work ethic. That has to.
Yes.
I mean, you're driven too, but I'm just saying.
No.
That energy.
Hers is different.
It's different, right?
It's different. It's like another whole beast. And it's so funny because her being that focused in that space made me come up in another space that I'm just as excited about in. So I'm like, I have to pay attention to that much detail. I'll watch the way she works. It's so incredibly intricate. It's something that you're born with. You either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
And it's a really dope focus, and it's one of the many reasons that makes her so fucking dope.
Yes, but what makes you so fucking dope, and I think what makes people fall in love with you, is watching you guys as kids. And when you're standing next to someone that has that type of drive and that type of work ethic and it's that bright, not many people could be as comfortable and secure and have their own light as gracefully as you have done.
Thank you.
You have to know that, right? People have said that to you.
I've never heard it like that, and that is the biggest compliment, and I really appreciate it. And I'm finally comfortable and confident in that light. And I think before, as a kid, that's why I'm thanking you for that compliment, because before, as a kid, I think that sometimes you feel like maybe I should, you know what I mean, sink a little, but you don't ever sink for anybody. You stand straight, you put your head and face forward, and you know exactly what you bring to the table. Because when you do, everybody else gets to the light is bigger, the shine is bigger. You guys look better together. It's and it's one of the things I remember we were taught as kids, we're stronger together. So it's awesome.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this. Kelly Rowland is her own woman, and despite what people think, Beyoncé didn't make it to the top of the mountain alone, and people should stop acting like Kelly is just a mere small speck in Beyoncé's shadow, because as far as I can remember, Kelly stood beside Beyoncé and not behind her, and they both laid claim to their fame together based on both of their talents, along with whatever arbitrary chicks they decided to throw into Destiny's Child at any particular time. Just playing. But with that being said, I hope that Kelly's movie does well, and I hope that people begin to see her in a different light, because Kelly is very talented, and we need to stop treating her like she's nothing more than Beyonce's sidekick. And just to play devil's advocate, let's say she was up in the Today Show acting like a diva. Has Kelly not earned a diva moment? Listen, let me know what you think about Kelly Rowland walking off of the Today Show. Do you think that it was because of the dressing room, or do you think it was definitely because they asked her a question about Beyoncé? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.